So, oh, forgot the sheets on. Give me 1 second here. What just happened? What just happened? Alright guys, let's check this out. I'm hiding so many secret things on my bed, you know, you never know. Okay. Alright. So we're going to have to use some electricity. Yes, electricity. There you go. There we are. Hello. Alright. Kitty cat. You don't know kitty cat. So guys, this will be love messages for all of you. For now. It might be that we bring up free reads later. I make no promises. It really depends on how I feel. So this will be a general message for all of you. To all of you from all of me. Okay, so it's a channeling process. It's a mixed message situation, and we are going to start with the divine masculine messages from the divine masculine, and we are going to mix them a little bit, so it's going to be a little bit back and forward. We're going to try something new here. Yeah. All right. Thank you guys. So if you can stand being around without getting any special treatment, then let's see what we can do. We got ourselves a little snake with us today. I've been sword fighting with my beautiful nephew, 9-year-old nephew. Jesus, he won. He won. I'm like, phew. Alright, so we are going to start up with the messages from the divine masculine to the divine feminine. Yeah, I don't know. What card do we use? What card do we use? I'm just going to go. Yeah. Okay. We need the Hamsa. We need the Hamsa, guys. Evil eye protection. Alright. I'm Shri Ganesha Yanama, you're here. Shiva, Samsati, all the gods. Alright. Om Namah Shivaya, Namaste, Namaskar. Everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Raven from southeast coast of Norway, and this will be a general love message. Okay. Welcome to my channel. Long time no see. Yeah, so I'm currently in a pack my bag kind of situation. So I thought, well, Isn't this what my life is? Here I am for some time, and time to live. So I thought, well, haven't we done this before? Bangkok, Kathmandu, India, Laos, Spain. Yeah, I'll run the list. Portugal. Yeah, did we forget anything else? And Norway. Yeah, Norway is what Norway is, you know. You can have as many romantical dreams as you like about my country, but it's time to leave, I suppose. Of course, it's just always a vacation. So that means that about from next week, I think, I got a place. Thank you. And the applause. A very nice place. Cheap rent. Beautiful. And close to the ocean. And from there on, we are going to continue our free reads from next week. So you will see next weekend. As soon as I pack out that bag, you know. We're going to start all over again, and yeah, I think about, you know, saving up for that ticket, going back to the east again. Maybe, you know, if I'm welcome. So the divine messages. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit distracted. I shuffle. My mind is like everywhere these days, like so yeah. Okay. Okay, the divine masculine. So either you are in a twin flame situation, or you are in just a situationship, you know, love connection, or you wonder, you know, what is the message from him, or the masculine. That's what we're going to channel now. It's going to be mixed messages. So take what resonates. I'm going to point out a few elements, cardinals, star signs, and it might be for you, okay? So this is from the divine masculine to the divine feminine, and it is from the divine masculine to the divine feminine. This is from the divine masculine to the divine feminine. This is from the divine masculine to the divine feminine. This is from the divine masculine to the divine feminine. So we're going to use 2 decks. The divine masculine. Here we are ready. Here we are already. Sagittarius energy. So let's see what this dynamic is all about, guys. So someone here, they missed my thing where I put my cards on, and I'm absolutely where I'm going. There are many things like that. So this is Temperance for you. Thank you so much for your likes, guys, and subscribes, whatever you can for support, keeping me up, going to do this, keeping me sane. Sagittarius energy. So in Norway we call this card Måtehold, which is simply balancing the energies. I call it the card of alchemy. You could say the magician is the alchemy card, but this is about vibrations, to raise the vibrations, and by doing that you need to, because they say the devil is about addictions, toxicity, and overeating, but this is, you know, kind of the opposition of the devil in so many ways. But it's about balance, inner balance. It's a chemical process, you know. If you try to sleep and you listen to music and you get carried away, you get too much adrenaline and you can't sleep, right? Some of you are maybe staying up too much or walking around worrying. What is the other one thinking? You know, what is the other one thinking right now? What is the other one feeling right now? You know, and it could also lead to psychological stress. Did I say something wrong? Is he, you know, is why are the messages between us that they are so, you know, you seem far apart, is what I get. This is a message for some of you who are far apart from each other. Not necessarily, you know, it could be that you actually are far apart, you know, physically, but you are in two different places, you know, and so trying to balance out these two energies. Let's just see what this is about, guys. Let's just see what this is about. So the right messages, I'm going to choose some cards that are easy to shuffle. Revelations. So yeah, because we're going to talk a little about the chaser runner dynamic. Like, there are many messages for you there, okay? So some of you asked me, do you think I should contact him, you know? Or do you think that, you know, is this a game? Is the masculine trying to kind of, you know, is this a game, or did I say something wrong? It's very easy to, girls, listen, and boys, it's very easy to, if someone are being short with you, or they don't really respond much to what you're doing, sometimes it's a psychological game, okay? Sometimes people simply have too much to do, you know, too much thing. That's two of course. This is this stressed out energy. So we're going to see, you know, some of you might be in a situation where there is pure manipulation, like because if the girl or the boy, if one of you are on your knees, hello Aaron, if one of you are on your knees, why don't you respond to me properly? You know, it's easy to think that, okay, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Or maybe, you know, we overthinking. This is what I get, overthinking. It's what I get here is this mentally exhausting energy. And so temperance is all about being able to You know, Aaron here, he had literally had to lecture me yesterday on my own lectures. Things that I used to lecture people in, things that I lecture you guys in. He had to lecture me about the same thing. So what went wrong? Because we can all be super spiritual. We can be so knowledgeable. And then some kind of trigger which we ain't aware of from the past, you know, there could be a wound there that we are not aware of. And what I have chosen is like, you know, don't get with this negativity towards me, you know, go away, you know. But for some reason, you know, family is family, and family, they brings out the worst in us sometimes. And like Aaron reminded me, it's not an excuse, you know, that, oh, my mother bring out the worst in me, you know, or this person is a narcissist, that's why, you know. So I always say it myself also, you know. I told my mother today that you keep repeating the same story about a specific situation that is annoying you, and in that way you're also fueling the demon, you know, the demon here, right? And I had to myself be reminded about my own lectures, like going going into this verse, which I do, is a dangerous rabbit hole where I study demonology, or I study ancient text, I study ancient grimoires, and like at some point you open up a portal, you know. And I tell people, keep your place clean, you know, don't invite negativity in there. And it's interesting enough, I just went to my sister, I watched a movie, and I was fencing with my nephew, and my energies was just fine. As soon as I get into this room where there is a lot of isolation, a lot of overthinking, and it's cluster here, yeah, bit overworked. The energy is the same, the energy of stagnation. So what we do? Is there a solution to this? Well, one thing that my beautiful moderator here told me, and I'm so appreciative, it was like giving me a good slap in the face. You know, remember who you are. You know. Sometimes it can sound very easy, but when certain things are upsetting us really much, if someone loves you and you love them, and you're not sure if it's in return, we always think, is it me, is it me, is it me, and we feel stupid, we feel less, like, oh my god, I probably shouldn't have said this, blah 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 blah. At some point we need to find back this balance. This is what the cards are for, to find back that balance. And I'm no guru in this field. I just like you, I study, and the things I learn, I can share this knowledge with you. But I too, you know, sometimes, like yesterday, I nearly, you know, I literally exploded, right? Trigger. And the trigger is not an excuse. It's like, what really happened here? You know, what made me, you know, keep fueling this idea with the black wolf? We all heard the story about the white wolf and the black wolf, or the, you know, white or black cat, you know. So don't feed the black wolf. And I've been so deep into this world, I've been opening up so many portals where because for me it's a magical world where there are demons, where there are angels, not really angels, but magical entities, you know. And I'm tired of this psychiatric establishment, or this kind of you know, oh, I have a condition, it's ADD, or I have a condition, and he is a narcissist, and this establishment, terminologies of the establishment, for me, it's all about bringing the magic back into the world. So I realized that, yeah, lower vibrations, and when an entity is attached to that low vibration, it's a demon, isn't it? Well, it's just philosophy. So how you choose to view the world is really up to you. Yeah. So that's a lot of information just from one card. But what Aaron told me yesterday, and I'm so truly grateful for that, was like, because, you know, I rarely lose my cool that much. I keep my cool a lot, you know. But the higher, you know, I also say that the more knowledge, the higher the frequency goes, the more, the darker the shadows, you know. You try to understand something. And then at some point, we overthink. Like, I said something wrong, like, me and my mother was into a fight yesterday, and it was like watching, like, I was thinking, like, wow, we must be South American. No offense to South America, but you know, when things start flying around and stuff like that. And I thought, oh yeah, we were Vikings. Anyway, it's an excuse, you know. It's an excuse. So as soon as I went to my room, and you focus on your breath, never underestimate your breathing. Never. Because it's all about where you focus and your breathing. And of course your mentality. And at some point, like yesterday, I lost my focus on the ball. It was like, you know, and I had a similar episode. This is also why I'm taking a break, you know, because I'm starting to think like, okay, and at the same time, if I stay too far away from this, so what does this have to do with your masculine? What does this have to do with your masculine? Well, it's about balance. Because it's about give and take between two people. And so, when I say, don't beg the masculine, don't chase the masculine, it goes for both of you, you know. But if you're interested in someone in a relationship, and that goes for both sides, you know. When I challenged my mother and said, please listen, and the situation ended up with, no, you're attacking me. I said, no, listen, it's not about you. Then you need to, so when you go in this defense mechanism and attack mechanism, it's a dynamic where things have been, like I told my mother today, you focus too much on this individual, and same, I have done the same. And that's why I also said, please don't, you know. So we had you know, I can only bring, this is only the only way I can do this first message here. We went to the United States, and instead of enjoying the United States, one member of the travelers crew, one of us in the family, she was so obsessed with what her masculine was thinking and doing, and whether or whether not she should continue this and blah blah blah, instead of, you know, he's not here with you, you know, he's not here. So instead of enjoying and focusing on the trees, on the river, where we are eating food, on the beautiful landscape, be present in this moment now. We had to deal with her problems between him and this guy who you know, who are very in and out, and also playing mind games. This was a not a this was a very toxic relationship. In this relationship here, one is feeling left out in the cold. One here is not feeling seen. The divine feminine here does not feel she's being seen. She's feeling that she's being pushed out somewhere in the dark. The divine feminine feels misunderstood, or did I say something to upset you? Which is possible, but the masculine here seems to like working on keeping some kind of balance there, keeping the eyes on the ball. But because the masculine here is keeping the eye on the ball and not necessarily all the focus on the feminine, which maybe the feminine needs that right now. Maybe the feminine needs that. But maybe the masculine doesn't have the capacity to give this attention to the feminine, which makes the feminine insecure. Do you love me? Are you interested in this? Did I say something? Have you changed your mind about something? Why don't you see me, or why don't you respond to me? This is the divine feminine trying to reach to the divine masculine. I feel ignored, or I don't feel you see me. And this is not just the divine masculine. This is someone who feel not seen by anyone. Because if this divine feminine had, more support system around her, it would be easy to raise the vibration again. Again, there's a big difference between the frequency and the vibration. By the way, talking about that, I found the chosen ones, so we're also going to talk about that as soon as I get settled. Packing my bags again. So don't underestimate this, guys. I recently met a woman, or encountered a woman, like not directly, but she would judge this feminine as a very terrible individual, because we are all villains in someone's world. Some people raise me up to the guru level, and when they realize that, okay, you're a little bit up in my face now, and I'm like, please just, they take it very personal, and they will, in worst case, my head on a stake, please, thank you. What do you want for dinner? I want Raven's head on a stake. She put her hands up a little bit. Let's continue a little bit with this and see what this story is all about. Because I tend to put up a lot of cards, and I'm really a little bit short on the information. On blah 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 blah. I thought, like, okay, let's try to dig a little bit. What is this dynamic all about? And we are going to go through all the star signs. That will be a short message for all of the signs for you. So this is a general read. But the thing here is that someone here is feeling extremely lonely and unseen. And as someone asked me here the other day, bless you by the way, that I was covering my head one time, my entire head, like and you know, like Islam people. Um, it wasn't really because I didn't want to be seen, you know. So keep that in mind. I'm a prankster. I put a lot of jokes out there. They are very subtle. They are. Some people know me. They know Kara even is pranking, you know. Sometimes I know, oh, maybe I sting too hard on some level and I overthink, get paranoid, like, I shouldn't maybe prank that person or prank this specific subject. However, where, my darling, beautiful people, are you to set the limit for being you? How many steps back do you have to take because you're too afraid to offend people, you know? Because at the end of the day, if you can release a lot of the negativity that you have within you with humor, self-irony, because people say there is good sense of humor and there is bad sense of humor. No, humor is a vibration. Don't you remember when you were 14 and you went on giggling? Everything was ridiculously funny. And when you're really tired, everything is ridiculously funny, you know. It's actually a mindset vibration. When you look around you, and when you get into that state of mind, you kind of get possessed by this little trickster, which is a kind of a comedian. But be careful, because there's certain thing I take really personal. I don't like it if people joke about sacrificing puppies to the devil. I don't find that funny, you know. But if you find that funny, okay, that's your thing, you know. So, but in general, if you can be able to, because I'm not saying here the divine feminine, that, because yes, 3 little birds, everything will be okay. You know, everything will be okay. But if you are in this constant mindset, like, nobody likes me, nobody loves me, I must have said something wrong again. Well, truth be told, always follow your highest passion to the best that you can, break all the limits. If you, you know, and if you are too much for someone, then they are not for you, you know. If your intention are pure, and like me, I love making pranks, I love making jokes. But sometimes I also get my ass, they put my ass on fire for doing the kinds of parodies and the jokes that I do. I have to pay the jokes, you know. Being you actually comes with a price in this world. But not being you is more expensive. In the long run, you want to be you. So if your person cannot handle you being you, you know, and if the communication between the two of you is just, oh yeah, 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 okay, yeah, okay, yeah, 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 then it's easy to think like for me, I'm talking too much. Okay, hang out with other people who love to listen, you know, also talk too much, you know. Having a lot of knowledge and a lot of passion. Some of us are made to talk. Some of us, we are created so we can talk for hours because we share knowledge. it's an urge we do have. It doesn't mean that we are bad people and we cannot listen. It just means that we need to get better at listen. You know, this is why this job is so wonderful, because I can share the knowledge. I can give my wisdom to you, share my wisdom to you, as you can do with me. So the divine masculine have the Empress. That's interesting. So is that how the divine acts? Is the divine masculine? Does he carry the energies of the Empress? Is this someone who are full of compassion? In order to get the Empress, you need to contain all the 4 queens and the knowledge for all the from all the 4 queens, which is practicality, being logic, having unconditional love and compassion, and being on fire. Someone here, the masculine energy shows me maturity here. Okay. This is a lot of Venusian energy, by the way. I'd love to put the cards up for you like I used to do, but yeah, soon we will be able to do that, so you can see the cards. But yeah, something tells me that many of you are not necessarily the problem girls. Okay, something tells me that many of you out there have managed to achieve all the 4 queens. You have managed to achieve maturity, wisdom, practicality, how to set things out in motion. You are being rational, practical. You also have the fire, creativity. You get a lot of attention. Many of you out there are, so especially if you have a strong Venus placement, Libra, Taurus energies, or a strong Venus placement, and you're, you know, at the end of your 30s, 40s and up, there are one or more divine masculine here who have you on a pedestal, or actually thinks of you as a very beautiful woman. And some of you might feel that you are being left out in the cold for no reason at all. And you know, you feel you are left out in the cold, but there is another reason that many of you feeling that the no contact or the small contact or the little contact has to do with you as a person. But what shows me here, shows me that the divine feminine here is out of alignment from the divine. Just like yesterday, like I told you, your moderator here, Aaron, he's far more wise than me on so many things, you know. Aquarian, King of Swords. And me, sometimes Queen of Swords upright, sometimes downright. Sometimes the sword is going in all directions. I'm like, where the fuck is the ball? What the fuck, you know? And our Aquarian here managed to just, you know, I think you need that cold bucket of water, you know. Oh, what happened? You know, oh, what happened? What the fuck happened, you know? Well, I was out of alignment with the divine feminine here. So many of you actually have a masculine here who sees you as all, as wow. Some of you have a masculine who doesn't even feel that he might live up to the standards that you have. But in reality, many of you feminine carry some kind of yeah, Jesus loves you too, Mad Max. You can't help yourself, can you, Mad Max? By the way, guys and girls, I just got stumbled over the Gospel of Judas. You should really read it. Yeah, so we can hear the version of Judas. Knowledge is beautiful. Anyway, back here. So many of you divine feminine here are seeking some kind of, there are some kind of abandonment. You know, some of you have not been seen. And it takes this much for many of you girls out there to feel like, you know, this, honestly, this for me, when I'm sending out messages, you know, trying to reach out to someone, and this, it's easy to misunderstand each other. That's why I miss the language, also known as the twilight language, which consists of mantras, specific sounds, mudras, where we can actually communicate in such a manner. There are also numerology, so we are communicating mathematically and with light. It's a light language, and it's been taken from us. And because of this, because of our speech, because when we speak, we are casting spells. Because what we are doing is called cymatics, and when we speak, we use the throat chakra, we speak things into existence. So if the chakras are not aligned, I'm going to come back to that, talking about the chosen ones. When the chakras are not aligned, your insecurity here is like, namaste, by the way, Paul. So if you're not aligned, you will, it's easy to think that, you know, that you're not good enough. Because one person, two persons, three people, or four people, 5 people can tell you, we all have people in our life who tells us that you are a terrible person. And it's easy to keep it cool and say, yes, I know I'm a terrible person. Was it something else, you know? But everyone has something, you know, just being born into this space-time continuum, being born is trauma. Going from that state of being unity consciousness and then coming into this world and being separated from the divine masculine or the divine feminine, this is the sensation. And then everyone tells you, you wake up, you know, you grow up, you are being constantly bombarded with your truth being untrue, that what you believe is not real. Your beliefs, you know, and so what happens is that the complexity within you is what you'll see everywhere. Like, oh my God, did I say something wrong again? Well, that's so typical. Yeah, it's so typical. People don't, you know, I can't really keep people close because it takes this much. And, you know, and for me, unfortunately, I am still there where I'm like, oh, yeah, typical. I'm the villain again. Yeah, okay. Well, you know, because it's a, you know, I can make all kinds of excuses and say, okay, that's programming. But even if it is, God, you know that you are God. You know that you're divine. You know that you are that I am. I am that I am. That's what you are. the divine eternal consciousness. Some of you here are dealing with someone who are actually playing some kind of trickery here. Okay? Magician in reversed. So, is this the same person who, you know, this card have 4, 5 meanings to it, depending. So we're going to take a look. What kind of trickery? What do you mean with this trickery, Raven? What do you mean? Is the person I'm interested in, the person I have on my mind, is this person playing trickery on me? Not necessarily. The magician in reverse can also mean that, you know, I don't feel I have, you know, because the lack of understanding that you are God, or you are the universe, you are God, you are the path, you are the light. If you lack this understanding, you will also lack the power to manifest the reality into as you want it, actually. You manifest everything all the time around you. The people who are in your life, you manifested them. The situations you are in, you manifest consciously and you manifest subconsciously. So show me the divine masculine here, the magician. So your divine family, divine masculine, can feel equally as insecure about you as you feel about him. You know, sometimes we are dealing with a real jerk. You know, what happened to, you know, today everyone are narcissists if they are bad, you know, but what happened to just being a jerk or being selfish, you know, being self-obsessed, old-fashioned, good old jerks, you know. But even jerks have a soul. Even jerks, you know, are on a path. So what can we do about it, you know? If everything is always your fault, you know, if there's a lot of gas, everything is always your fault, and one in this dynamic is not taking responsibility for their own action and say, you know, you're right. Wow, I didn't think about that. I didn't know you felt it like that. Thank you for telling me instead of backing off, you know. So there is one masculine here who tells, you know, I'm done. You know, this is clearly over. We also know that Ten of Swords very often feel betrayed. So what happened then? Okay, what happened since, you know, this divine masculine feels, oh, I feel betrayed, okay. Why does this... So, yeah, there is, in fact, one masculine here is like... There is actually one of you have... I hate to say it, but one of you are dealing with someone who... This I hear like some kind of mantrums, not mantra, but mantrums. You know, that like my ex, or, you know, the divine feminine here. She's I'm so done with her. So in fact, I hate to bring it to you, but some of you are dealing here, and so for the first one we have Sagittarian, Scorpio, and Earth dynamic. And in the second one, we have a Venusian versus moon dynamic, which could be, you know, but the Venusian dynamic is when all queens are conjunct. Someone who are very, you know, one of you have, some of you here have, you know. So usually I don't use the Lenormand card here, but there's something here like sunset, and sunset is chaos. That's the Egyptian god, what he's all about. I like Egypt. Yeah. I don't know a lot about Egypt, but we know the sunset. Usually we don't read the Lenormand card in but you used to be their sun. Then the sun went down. I'm trying to keep it simple here. I'm trying to keep it really simple here. But yeah, the sun went down, and for some reason, this masculine feels done. Okay, so this is in the moon field. This is, you know, this is emotions. This, some of you have a heartbreak here. You could have said something, done something that. What I get also that for some of you, it's a great misunderstanding. It's a big misunderstanding. It's not really that big of a deal that you think it is. Thank you, Aaron. I don't know what that was, but I trust you. Okay, so what, you know, what happened here? I'm going to just because we are under the moon now, and we're under the moon, and moon is all about fears, feelings, things that are in the past. It can be a relationship with our mother here that affect how we respond to things emotionally. That's usually what the moon is in astrology. And so here the divine masculine tells me that I'm done. The sunset, chaos, what happened when it gets dark, you know, that's when all the crooks get out. It's just symbolism for the actual sun horizon, Horus, and then the sun is set. And so for some reason they made that into, they symbolize this dynamic with entities. It's, you know, maybe there was ancient aliens. That's not the point here. This is about you versus your divine masculine, okay? So what happened here was that the divine masculine, this is Aquarian energy. Doesn't, I got the hiccups. Doesn't mean we are dealing with Aquarius here, but this is someone who are thinking rational and wants to be reasonable. And here, this divine masculine have raised this sword. It's got this sword here. Reason and logic. Don't rule with your heart. I just watched June today, and just like the Emperor Shaddam said, I killed your father because he rules with his heart, and that is weak. And in that sense, that patriarchy, okay? And one divine feminine here could have felt, or I get this energy of the divine masculine here feeling cornered, like I leave you, either, you know, either this or that, And the masculine here have felt like, you know, I'm in between a rock and a hard place, between two chairs, like we say in Norway. And so this is, some say this is manipulation. I say that, yeah, usually this, in this case you have a choice. In this case you don't have a choice but to do what you do. Again, for some of you here who could be dealing with an air sign, this is a strong air sign dynamic. This situation is very clear, I'm done. And in this case, someone here was exposed. And it could have been a full misunderstanding, but the dynamic in general here was very in and out. So, and it's very likely that the divine feminine said that are you in or are you out? Are you in or are you out? And the divine masculine says that, you know, I'm not ready to make that decision just right yet. So let's see what the feminine feels about this situation. Okay, so let's see. Show me the divine feminine. Show me the divine. Show me what. Okay, so blah, 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 blah. This is. It doesn't go very well thinking in 3 languages at the same time, guys. Or 4. Okay. So let's see here. Show me the divine feminine here, the masculine. Show me the divine feminine. So guys, this can be a, you know, all of this can fit. And just some of it can fit, you know. So take what does not resonate, you know, that does not resonate. Leave it, okay? So guys, I truly love you so much, and I really want to give you free reads and all that. But just please understand that, you know, sometimes it's not possible for me. I'm doing my best to give this to you. Okay, so anyway, we are going to have a look at the divine feminine here. So there you are. Okay. For some reason, oh. Yeah, so the divine feminine here is still standing, but is wounded. This hurts, you know. I've been through a lot. This hurts. Can't you understand that I'm hurting? I'm going through a lot. I've been through many things, and the divine masculine here is like, yeah, but we all go through a lot of things. It's not only you, okay? And the divine feminine here is waiting for this masculine here. Some of you are waiting still, like, is it still on, or, you know, seems like the divine feminine here feels the same way. 10 of Swords, okay, it's over. Masculine here still have a lot of passion, a lot of desire, but feels something here took place. And it could have been that the feminine have expressed that, you know, I do have a lot of options. 7 Cups. You know, if you're not interested, I can go somewhere else. But she's not in a good place. So this is a strong Scorpio energy, Scorpio air dynamic here. a lot of air from the masculine, a lot of water and fire from the feminine. So a water sign here versus possible someone with strong air placement. And so this is, be rational here. Yeah, but I feel like this. You know, can you not take my feelings into consideration? Say, yeah, but your feelings are, our feelings is not necessarily relevant. This is logic and reason above feelings. Again, it is, in fact, I hate to bring it to you guys, but it is a suppression of the feminine energy. There needs to be a balance between the heart, you know, the rationality. We need to keep reason and logic. We need to be logic. But at the same time, what's the point if the heart is not there? All the chakras needs to be open and aligned and available. So this is a woman here, a feminine, that doesn't feel hurt, which is a typical divine, feminine, masculine dynamic. But the way I see this is that, okay, this is over. This simply is not working out, because it can, if the divine masculine here wants to take the heart and feelings, you know, into considerations, and that the feminine is not pressuring the masculine up in a corner, saying, you know, why are you in and out, you know. And the masculine here have a very mature, he's a king, he's very rational, but he also have this, you know, playful, full of passion. Can't we just be friends, you know, with benefits? It's a very typical friends with benefits situation. And this feminine is not cool with this, because it's easier for men. Let's face it. If a woman is like that, and is too much like that, she's a hoe. You know, let's face it, that's just the reality, guys. But well, men do the same in this friends with benefits kind of a situation. Well, they are a hero if they can list up how many women they've had. It's just how it is. Unless things changed since last week, that's how I've experienced it. And truth to be told, as a feminine myself, I was never impressed. It was, in fact, the very reason I rejected most men who tried to impress me by saying, you know, I've had thousands of women, or hundreds, or, you know, oh my God, you know. And I also seen guys, you know, there are certain guys, they just got it. And the girls just fall for it. And I hate, you know, as a Sigma, I look at it thinking, okay, your juice has been all over the place, dude, you know. It's easy to fall in love with this type, you know. But this is not Leo energy. But the attraction here is intellectual. Someone here, the masculine here, has got a lot of authority. The women here admires this masculine because, and this masculine here actually have many options. So if you have questions regarding that, I'll try my best with the free reads, but for now, let's just finish this one. Because I want to see, okay, what's going on in the head here with the masculine? What is masculine really thinking? What is the message? What is the mentality? So Mercury is all about knowledge, is all about mentality. It's Thoth, where we get the word thought. Okay, so show me the divine masculine. What is this mentality? So mentality is not the same as intentions. You know, it's you know. I met masculines who think that people like me with blue eyes and blonde hair, we are toys, you know. And I met masculines who are exceptionally, you know, have lots of dignity, you know. So some of the feminine guys and some of the masculine, we tend to attract very often a repetitive cycle. Like we literally attract the same story all over again and again and again until we've learned to, did they say, integrate the shadow side? and the problem here is that most of us are in denial. When someone comes to me and says, Raven, you just, it's nothing personal, but you are, instantly we become a little bit defensive, like, yeah, but it's because of this and this and this and this and this. It depends. Is the masculine pushing you away or the feminine pushing you away because you know, it's not you, it's me, you know, blah blah blah, because there literally is a lack of attraction here. Is that the reason? You know, and do you know? There is this beautiful story, and I'm going to be quick with it. A man and a woman get married. Okay, some of you probably heard it. The woman all of a sudden gets horrible skin rash disease, and it was horrible. She lost her complete self-confidence. He was in an accident and he lost his eyesight. So they lived a beautiful life together. And she felt so loved by this man. Good love story, yeah? And she, you know, it was a horrible skin disease, and she was like, wow, how could anyone love me? But he couldn't see it, right? And then they grew old, she died, and in the end of the story, it turns out that the guy never was blind. He said to his friend that, I told her that so she wouldn't feel that, you know, that I didn't love her because of the way, you know. You get my point. We shouldn't lie, right? We shouldn't lie. But this is the story we want to live in, you know. This is the knight in shining horse. In a shining horse. That sounds really bad. I just visited my sister, and there were a lot of horses there. Row your boat. Yeah, the knight in a shining horse. That sounds so ridiculous. Anyway, the shining knight on a horse. Yeah, it's a little late. It's 0011, in fact, twin flame number. So yeah, the knight in white shining armor. Yeah. So anyway, we do see sometimes that someone stick together. You know, you've seen the wife of this James Bond guy. She was this beautiful, gorgeous woman. And now everyone's like, why is Pierce Brosnan or whatever it's called with this big fat woman, you know, ah, she's like so fat and ugly, because he loves her, you know, and that people like that actually exist, and it's so hard to believe, but we know they exist, and so we. But I tell you, the dynamic, because within you there are a lot of things going on inside of you, and you're going to reflect that outside of you. All your insecurities, all the things that aren't healed is going to be reflected outside of you. And sometimes certain things is not meant to be. There is one masculine here who says, you know, for me, it's I'm not sure I'm all in on this. I'm not sure I have the greatest of passions for this situation, you know. So let's just have a look. Usually I say, okay, this guy, this Viagra, that's the solution. But Ace of Wands in reverse. This is, you know, it's creativity. It's a new beginning in passion. But there is a divine masculine here who says that, you know, I think we lost the fire between the two of us. The fire is gone. And that is also has a lot to do about expectations. That we expect that you know, the honeymoon stage is going to last for the, you know, like Wadib said to Shani, I will love you as long as I breathe. And you know, that's what I call the honeymoon psychosis. At some point. So tell me, what is it that masculine is trying to tell you here? Tell the divine feminine here. This masculine have moved into a stage where you see the black wolf here and you see the snake. That's the black wolf and the white wolf. This is someone here who wants to gain more knowledge. This is some kind of mentality here where the masculine is withdrawn and seeking more knowledge, basically. The fire is gone. The fire is not there. It's not necessarily personal. I need to find out why I don't feel this. So here again, we are looking at a separation, and the masculine realized here that this is pretty obvious that this is not working out for some reason. I've lost, you know, the communication. I realized something that, you know, the communication is not necessarily bad, but everything that was all pinky and roses is just simply gone. And so, in this case, what does the divine feminine feel about this? Well, she knows too. She knows that, you know, it's not going to be wedding. So this is on the Mercury, and the Hermit here is in fact Mercury. It's Mercury, and Mercury is all about, you know, maybe the answer is not necessarily that, you know, finding a woman is not necessarily what will make me happy. I need more knowledge. I need to learn more about me. And of course, the feminine here is not so cool about this. So this what we are looking at here is that, yeah, this is actually for the best. So the energies here is a fire earth kind of dynamic here, which the masculine is showing me. It also shows me that I don't really have my heart in this, and the feminine here is crushed. The connection here was extremely strong, and the feminine here is not doing well. This is also financial codependency. This is I can't do this without you, and in such a degree that it's actually leading into toxicity. And I suspect that in one case the masculine might have felt you are strangling me, because you see here, both here. Here, these two cards are similar, yin and yang, you know. This is lovers enslaved by love. This is lovers enslaved by, you know, dark, you know, low vibrational, you know. It's just, it just doesn't have any light to it. It's toxic, and the feminine here feels maybe that this is unjust, maybe taking it maybe a little bit personal. That's possible, but and the yeah, feminine here is heartbroken, but as you can see, it starts to heal. So let's find out. You know, I could pull up advices for this, but that's what we have the free reads for. Okay, so I can dig and I can dig and dig, and I also, you know, yeah. I should have an advice session. Anyway, we're going to move on and see what the masculine has to say under Venus. That is love. What kind of love is this? So, honestly, I don't feel we are channeling one masculine here. I feel we are channeling at least 5 different groups for now. So let's see under that group where you know, Venus, another group of Venus. What is this whoever you are thinking about, masculine message here? Whatever, if you're here, it's relevant for you. That's what I'm trying. So here we have one masculine here again. There is one masculine here, which is toxic, which likes to basically gaslight you. I wish I was as brilliant as this woman called Sassy Scorpion. She's done this for 10 years. She's, you know, done this twice as many years as I have. She's a therapist, professional therapist. So I can only say, I can only be me here and say it the way I see it from, you know, metaphysical perceptions, and you know, and I don't want to sugarcoat anything, and nor does she. She does not sugarcoat anything, but she's more soft. I'm going to be sharp, and I'm going to use these swords here. They are sharp. Try that sword, you know. And with the devil here, this is a lot of gaslighting. So whoever feminine this is for, this is one feminine here. You need to get out of that. Okay? So one masculine here is toxic for all kinds of reasons that I don't know. But it's toxic. Well, gaslighting and always being right, and psychopathy is giving, you know, it's your fault that it's your fault that I'm angry all the time. It's your fault that I hit you. It's you are the reason that, you know, I feel guilt right now. In no means I'm not a psychiatrist, but unfortunately, you know, it's like I say, no, there are no psychopaths around me in my life. Well, it's not a fairy tale. Hannibal Lecter. Hopefully, there are not too many of those guys, but I've encountered multiple of men and women who blame you for all of their problems. They will blame you. You know, whatever you do, it doesn't. It doesn't. You know, you can try and fight them, but that's when you're feeding the beast. You can try all kinds of tactics. You can try and impress them. You can try and make them jealous. You can try and prank them. You can try, you know, everything. As long as you keep your focus on that masculine, it's going to be toxic. You're going to feed the beast. Because that's exactly what they want you to do, is to have, to toy with you. You know, just like a cat is toying with a mouse. Do you want to be the mouse? Or do you want to walk away like a tiger? Okay, so let's see on the Venus. You know, I would love to see, you know, the knight in white shining armor. Did I get it this time? Okay, so here again. Here we are going back to the same dynamic here. Because Two of Swords, reversed and versed, reversed and versed. At some point you feel I have a choice. At some point, as the energy is accumulating here, some masculine here feels like, oh, I feel cornered here. Now, some masculine here under Venus, do I love you? How do I love? How do I love the feminine here? This masculine here needs to make a choice. Because there is a burden attached to this here. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. What else do we find? No, I'm trying to use different cards, guys, because as you see, sometimes a card, if it repeats itself, it's kind of, you know, maybe we should listen to things that are repetitive. Okay. So the masculine here. Okay. Okay. There is one masculine here who could be involved with it. It's possible that this masculine needs to make a choice. But it doesn't say 3 people necessarily. It could be someone else involved, but not necessarily. This is a lot of, we have Gemini, Libra very strong here. We also have fire, and we have the moon here. I get that there is someone here are strongly influenced by their mother. And in my culture, we tell, you know, our mothers to, you know, you are not going to marry my guy, you know, but do not underestimate your mom either. You know, your mama is old. So this one flew down. This one flew down. 6 of Swords. Okay. We have Capricorn energy here. So this is about some kind of an investment. And we do have 3 people here, and someone here are literally exposed. There is a child involved to this situation. And one cycle seemed to come to an end. That's the one under Venus. And here the masculine is in a situation that I need to make a choice. Because in this situation, I do see that you make this masculine happy. But for some reason, it's not really going anywhere, is it? It looks like it's time to move on. What else is it? I feel drained by this situation. I wish I could be a sugarcoater, guys, but it's not really my thing. if the card really are this, okay. Oh, okay. So this is attached to a shock. Okay, like okay, surprise, surprise. I get a strong mother figure attached to this, or a baby mama also for some of you. That is involved here. That this is someone who could already, you know, they are maybe in the middle of a breakup. It's not going that well. You do make them happy. You know, I'm so happy for this. But this is draining me, all this, the entire situation. How does the feminine feel about this? I'm actually going to check an outcome here. I mean, or if there is any kind of advice. Okay. Show me the feminine. What does the feminine say here? So remember, yeah, this is under Venus. So no, the feminine is not exactly turned on by. I'm gonna ask my mom first. So you know, yeah, I remember. I was dating a guy when I was in my 20s, and he would be like, "I love you," you know, but you know, I love my mommy more. Oh yeah, that's so sexy. Yeah, yeah. We know you love your daddy and mommy and daddy more, you know, but yeah, at some point, so there is a shock situation here where there is a shock situation coming in here. where things will start moving. But yeah, someone here are in some kind of divorce, they're involved with someone else, they're wounded, they want to, but they want to come in. They want to come in, but they want to keep it light. Someone here are manifesting you, divine feminine. Someone here are literally thinking kind of wet thoughts about you, and I feel there is a guilt trip going on here. Okay, so this individual does want to have a, you know, win-win-win situation here with you, but however, for now I feel this is breadcrumbing, and there's a lot of, you know, a little bit cold. You know, I'm going to just, because I'm not sure if I'm in or out yet, and so I'm just going to keep giving you some small ones here to make sure that, you know, the bird comes back every day. And keep, you know, keep a small, and I feel here, you know, that it's going to lead to this. As we, you know, it might be so that this situation have some connection to this Sagittarius, Scorpio, Earth dynamic here. This is Mercury in Taurus. This anxiety of being alone, of not having a place to sleep, or, you know, not having enough, you know, financial worries, feeling that people are not really helping you out. You know, where's my friends when I need them, right? Or where are you when I needed you on the most? This is, yeah, when that's said, someone is keeping an eye on you, whoever you are out there. This is, there is a Scorpio here, that there, you know, one of you are a Scorpio, obviously, but wow, okay, this is a lot of information to take in. So there is also channeling, too much coming in here. Okay, so there is one feminine here that feels literally less beautiful, less attractive, possibly because of her age. Maybe, you know, I have children from before. I'm a little bit older. There is this dynamic for about maybe 10 years. It could be even 20 years at most. At most. It's not very often we find more than that, you know, but 10 years, it's not unusual today. It's not unusual today, but still, if the feminine is 10 years older or 15 years older, she will feel insecure, because you know, let's just face it, when we are 40, our boobs ain't all up there, you know, when we were 15. And when Marilyn Monroe can feel insecure because her lips is a little bit like this, and we see these great stars, you know, who have insecurities, which is also the reason they overdo facial lifts, boob lifts, and butt lifts, and all sorts of things, you know, because we don't feel, because we constantly have to be, we are constantly being compared to women who are 20, 25, you know. Hate to break it to you guys, but at some point the feminine, that young 25-year-old is, you know, going to squeeze out a few kids, and her ass and tits are going to be grabbed by gravity as well, you know. And not all of us can afford a boob job, unless you specifically put that donation onto this channel and say boob job for Raven. Thank you. But for me, the other day here, my niece was born, you know, and my nephew. They were just born here the other day. And today I come back and I'm looking at a beautiful 20-year-old woman. And she looks like, she literally looks like one of the most beautiful catwalk model, like a supermodel. And I'm not even, you know, I'm not saying that because she's my niece. Every time I look at her and I'm like, if I look like that, I'd go. You can pay me for taking pictures, you know. She literally looks, she's more, think about the most beautiful supermodel. That's how beautiful she is, and more, you know. And as women in our age, it doesn't feel good when men are, I can't, you know, your tight ass and oh, look at her, the boobs are, you know. But we do. We also like sexy guys. It goes both ways. But let's face it, the pressure on women is a little bit higher. It's a little bit higher. We give birth, you know. And maybe you think I'm making a very big deal out of nothing. It's not. It's not nothing at all. It's not a small thing. It's a pretty big deal, actually. Because it the worst kind of outcome when the women doesn't, when the feminine here doesn't live up to this. Because this is male energy, cruel verbal communication to the divine feminine, making the divine feminine feel that she is not beautiful. No, maybe time to lose some weight, maybe time to exercise a little bit. Yeah, I remember how beautiful you used to be when you were 25. And it's so nice to go on a date when you are in your 40s, knowing that, yeah, by the way, obviously we can't get serious because you're, I mean, you're old, you know. That goes for men too. That it's an obvious thing that when you are a teenager, when you are in your 20s, it's obvious that this is going to last forever. In India, men are worried when they are 35, and I'm like, are you fucking with me? You're worried. I mean, at least you can give children until the day you die. And you're worried because you don't have a girlfriend because you're 35. You think 35 is old, you know? And so this dynamic between feeling insecure, because we live in a society today where women, we have to look at supermodels. Because if we don't, and if we are not, you know, 20, we certainly do not deserve to have any serious relationship. What we deserve are, you know, the friends with benefit kind of situation, because obviously it is old. You should have known that because that's pretty obvious. No, it's not always obvious. Because some women, like me, myself, we wear our heart on a sleeve. And at some point, we get numb. And all kinds of different reactions is there. But one day, we are all on the same path. Gravity is going to get to you, to all of us, at some point in life. It's inevitable. We don't have those cool Anunnaki machines that where we can go and revive our skin, you know. They took that from us. But no matter what you think, there is a bitchy kind of dude here, or a feminine. But this smells masculine. I don't want to invest in this. I am the authority. But there was also loss here. I lost the fish. The fish fell out of the cup. The fish is gone. And now I need to get my fish supply back. You know, so stalking here, some of you guys. So who is this stalker again? We've been through Bram Stoker before. So let's see if there is someone you can recognize just for fun. Okay. So I'll bring up 4 possible star signs or, you know, energies here. So this is, for some of you, it's an X. Leo, we have Leo and Cancerian energy, a summer sign. So summer wine, and we also, well, someone here who is heartbroken. Stalking you. Either divine feminine, masculine, doesn't matter. We have 1 Sagittarius, we have 1 Leo, we have Cancer. And what do you know? We have a Taurus here as well. And we know that fixed signs have sometimes a little bit trouble letting go. You know, when we are in the clause of a fixed sign, let's just say my experience, my shoulder still hurts. I'm not saying all of Taurus is like that, but there is someone here who are very conventional, and there was a strong connection between the two of you. You know, we have a fire sign here, fixed sign. We have Sagittarius and Cancerian energy, so they could have this strong placement in the chart, and at this, I don't get that this is some psycho or anything like that. You know, they're not all psychos just because they doesn't dig us or me and you and all that. So someone here is very conventional. They're old-fashioned. Okay? What happened? I don't know, but some of you are being stalked. Again, Sagittarius, Leo, Cancerian, Taurus. These are the most strong, if you feel that this resonates, okay? So, Mars is how we fight for what we love, of how we go to war, how we take action, and literally our... how to find the correct word without being banned from YouTube? Well, how people shank. So this is the last one, guys, before we're going to individual messages here. Oh, okay. Okay. So, show me the divine masculine. and the vibration of Mars. How is the sexual energy here? How you know, how are they taking action in this? How is this? How is the attraction, the physical attraction from them to you? You know, what turns them on? It's also, it can also be sometimes a little bit intimate, you know. Oh, okay. Well, this is someone who likes to talk. This energy is very, you know, about communication. You know, this is one they don't want to take it to the next step before we have a good mental communication. They might like to talk about all sorts of spaced out things. This is and you know, air energy, it's all about communication, about you know, this is someone who doesn't like a woman who is stupid. This is someone who like it's an intellectual, but not necessarily the, you know, it's a pretty young kind of energy, 30s 20s, you know, in the vibration here when it comes to the intimate aspect here. Okay, so they could, there is fire here. There is fire here, you know, if when they feel that they connect with you intellectually, they could be willing to do quite a lot to fight for this. But in the end of the day, they want to talk, they want to have an intellectual communication, but the sexual energy is actually far more stronger than you might think in the beginning. It is there. It's strong sexual energy. I don't know how to do this YouTube stuff without saying, you know, we cannot say the word sex, can we? I don't know, but well, if you are in a relationship, most people do that stuff, right? So this person here, this masculine here, needs to connect with you on a intellectual level, but you will find them a little bit cold. So this is for you. If you're masculine, it's a little bit, you know, they like to talk. They might even talk a lot, like this, Gemini rising. But they also have a lot of fire. And you know, they have, you know, they have elbows, and they probably have strong opinions about things as well. But they come to a point here, you know, this is also someone who, you know, there is a lot of suppressed sexual energy there, okay? But they have no intention in any marriage, or there is no cups here. They are all in reversed. 10 of cups. This is a player. Leo energy. Not necessarily Leo, but fire. This is someone who is also, you know, not a bad person, but I'm the cool guy here, you know. They are pulling a face, you know. I am I'm so fucking cool. Arrogant. When I heard literally, you know, someone that was a Leo moon, by the way. You know, when I stand up and I'm walking, everyone is just looking at me like, oh my God, you know, that people just worship me. Everyone loves me. You know, they love me, and they love me, and they love me, and they love me, and they love me. I'm so incredible. And you know, in the worst scenario here, this, I mean, all different kinds of Leo moon, not all Leo moon are like this, but this specific one was a Taurus with Leo moon. mixture of Gemini and Aries. So there was a lot of and it was this I know best. I'm extremely intelligent, and I I have this large education, and I am the smartest person in the world. And if just people understand how, if basically I should rule the world kind of a situation. And those dirty fucking hippies and but people who have money, who have riches, they are great. I know a couple, they are so kind, they are so awesome, and they are so beautiful, and I know them. They love me. They are so rich, they are so powerful, they have all this money. And by the way, my sister is greater than you. Inspired by real events here, guys. Right there. Yeah, I heard most of those things. I love you, but I love my mom more. And my sister is greater than you. Well, thank you. That's good for her. And by the way, wow, such an intelligent thing. Wow. So yeah, so what's up with the girl here? I mean, clearly this guy is very attractive, you know. Oh yeah, oh, a little bit drama. Okay, yeah, for sure. um, it goes for some time, and then they usually have to move to the next nest where people think they're awesome for some time until you get a little bit close, and then you realize, so this is something. What did you just say? These people are really, 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 really real. Okay, so now we are going to move on to all the star sign messages. And it's going to be, not. I don't know what's wrong with my vocabulary these days. Forgive me. But let's see. We will find a deck that is suitable for this. Do we have one? Do we have one? Do we have one? Do we have one? Oh yeah, there we do. I think. I think they need. Yeah. So we also have the moon cards. So so note, guys, it's a general read, and check your chart, guys. Check your chart, because it's I'm Sagittarius, I'm Scorpio, I'm Libra, I'm Capricorn. Yeah, but where is your ascendant and where is your moon? Believe it or not, I go into the Virgo reads, and I have Venus in Virgo, and they fit very often a lot more than my sun, moon, whatever. You would think, oh, Scorpio fits perfectly because sun, moon, but no noise. So check your, just go to astro.com. You get a chart for free. So Aries, we're going to start with Aries energy. So if you're dealing with with Aries here, or if you are Aries, it's going to be a very short message, okay? I'm not going to give a large, that's, you can do a request on my headline, say, can you do an Aries read? And, I'm pretty cool like that. Okay, so here we have 2 cards for Aries. Okay, so there's a lot of fire here. A little fire. Staves. So I feel that this situation is obviously, Aries, you are fighters. So we have this, someone here feels like victim. I'm the victim here, okay? One here it seems to be pretty cool with doing all the fighting, while the other one is exhausted by all the fighting, basically. They fight back all they can, but in the end of the day, there are those who actually love trouble. You know, as you can understand, I'm speechless. But why would you want trouble? Why do people love to argue? They love drama. But yeah, they are real. It beats me. So the situationship here with Aries, guys, is have faith in your dreams. So waxing crescent moon, nothing really to do with this. If you feel you are fighting constantly, you know, against the wind, you are pissing with the wind, you know, pisser i motvind. If you feel you constantly have to argue your case, walk on eggshells, you constantly, you know, it's up to you, you know, it's a lot of fire there. and so whatever pops up, we are moving on to Taurus, guys. This is for Taurus. What is it that Taurus need to know? Either you're dealing with the Taurus energy here. Okay, this is a good one. You have the Emperor. And for some reason, I'm putting it up on the Empress right there. It's right there. So Taurus, whoever you are out there, or if you're dealing with the Taurus and you yourself have a strong Venus placement, congratulations. I'm jealous. It's a rare kind of thing. Just swallow that one, because that's a rare kind of thing. So the dynamic might have, you know, the extra message. That my message for you also is that give each other a little bit of space. Try to spice up things a little bit, because you've been together for a long time. Some of you, you're a little bit glued together. You know, stay by my side. You do, you know, there's some of the couples that they need to do everything together, you know. And when one wants to go out with the boys or something like that, it's like, where are you going? Or the other way around. So that's not good for you guys. You need to have a little bit, you know. If I were to go to my kung fu training or painting, or, you know, go do my stuff, and I had my guy on my eye, hanging in my ass wherever I go, I go nuts. I go nuts. I was with a guy for 15 years, literally had no friends of his own, you know, so if I left somewhere, I had to bring him. And not to say, you know, nothing personal, but for me it was like, yeah, but my friends, I hate to say it, but the dynamic between, yeah, let's just say it didn't work out very well. Keep it like that. Okay, so let's move on to Cancer. What is it that Cancer needs to know? So again, we have this energy of defenselessness, or, you know, feeling you always have to defend yourself. This is a lost cause. You could also be, some of you could also be in a third party situation. So we have 4 of Cups, we have 3 of Cups, and we have 7 of Wands in reverse. And the advice for you, which necessarily, you know, this is look at the bigger picture. Full Moon Sagittarius. Okay, so let's move on to Gemini. What is it that Gemini need to know? Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah, more fire. More fire and more fire again. And we also have death. So this one is actually a celebration. This is a celebration for you. We are on Gemini right now. It's a Cancer. I've seen a few tarot readers ending up there. It's Cancer, right? Yeah. Okay. Cancer. So, for some reason, there is... I don't know. You know, Cancer, some of you ain't invited. There is some kind of a party, wedding, whatever's going on here, even a funeral for some of you. I'm going to be pretty straight. That's pretty literally here. For some of you, it's a funeral. And we don't celebrate funerals exactly. Sometimes we do, but you are being Cancer. Someone here are leading you out of they are keeping you out of the good company here. There is a strong feminine energy here who are completely just plain vicious is what I get here. There's also a guy here, Cancer, who are interested in you, who are interested in creating. There's someone here are interested in creating a love and foundation. I don't know, could that be a cool title for the next book I'm writing? Oh, by Raven, love and foundation. That sounds so spicy. Anyway, it's a contradiction, Cancer. I think some of you are dealing with two guys because there is this immature playboy here, a little younger person, and there's another younger person who is actually interested in creating a strong fundament with you. So you have a choice here. Okay, you have a choice, Cancer. Someone here are just okay. Okay, so communication is the key. So next is I think we got Gemini DB, Leo. Yeah. So what is it that Leo needs to know right now in love? What is the message? Whew. I like to look in the split as well and see. Okay, we have. It's not. Yep. Okay. So you might feel that things are not going your way here. There is a karmic connection coming in for you here. But you know what, Leo? There is a huge transformation in your life, and it involves Two of Cups. Cancer energy. This is love, engagement, or you know, since this is a love read, twin flame read, or whatever. There is unfinished business between you and someone as well. Also, just to be really horrible here, God, I feel weird. Okay, now I'm confused here. So that this Leo need a special read, you know? What can I say? Okay, so let's start. There is this is message for Leo. Someone here is. Okay, let's start with the crazy part here. Someone here are dealing with black magic. Someone the Satanism here. Okay, this is so far out that it's pretty much good. But yeah, there's actually Satan worship here, black magic. never thought I'd see this in a dead card. Like, how do I look for black magic? Well, it's not joking. Since I sometimes play a little bit with chaos magic, and since we know there are bad people out there, it is very possible that someone here possesses a voodoo doll, literally. So if you live in New Orleans and you're a Leo, or you have a strong Leo placement, there is stuff going on here. This is black magic. Devil worship, sacrifice, blood, all that bullshit. These things happen. And I don't know how to sleep right now because I'm, what the hell just happened, you know, yeah. Okay, so this is actually, for some of you, it's a witching ritual, because when the Wiccans are meeting in a, we have a chalice, you know, we exchange the chalice. So when there is an initiation ritual, we give each other a kiss. A real kiss, like not with the tongue and shit, but a kiss. So for some of you, we actually have black magic going on here. It could be, because this is timeless. So if you suspect that there is black magic going on here, because there are, you know, evident proof, you find, well, how do you know? Well, if someone keeps, you know, stuff that could imply, you know, we have some occult symbols there. These are nice, by the way. No dead animals here so much, but yeah, let's move on anyway to Virgo. Wow, that was a interesting one. Here I am thinking, trying to attract rational things, but yeah, shit happens, right? Shit happens. So I think I might have to do some. I can sit here and wave with the sage, you know, and do some Shiva mantra, and then it's gone, you know, right? So this is for Virgo. Ooh, you're doing good, honey. You're doing good. I like your vibe. I like your vibe, Virgo. Whoever you are, you also have actually a stalker here, and you're like, yeah, I know. I know, and I couldn't give a fuck. You know, it was a betrayal here, by the way. So. I like your vibe. I like your vibe. This is awesome. So yeah, that's what's your that is. There is some kind of lack of knowledge. And it stops there. We do have again. So this is for Libra. Libra, darling, you need to start being so ambivalent. Shall I not? Shall I not? Shall I not? Shall I not? No, Libra, you can walk around and you know, your mathematical, beautiful brain is like, shall I not? Shall I? But you know, you just, you know, pull a card or throw it down, dice, okay? Shall I? What is it that you are trying to find out, Libra? You know, pull a dice. Okay, so it's something that has to do about knowledge or travel here. Okay, and so you're not so sure. Shall I go or shall I not go? Libra energy. kind of sidereal Libra here. So it's a burden. Okay, if it's a burden, what is the problem? Whoever you want to travel towards, we have a lot of fire here. You have a lot of fire, or you're dealing with a lot of fire, and you don't know. Libra doesn't know, guys. If you're dealing with a Libra, they don't know how to do this. When they are completely stuck in some kind of analysis paralysis situation. Although there are no Eight of Swords here. However, there is Five of Cups, and that is grief. That is crying. That is, I'm sad. But again, there she is again. I'm not gonna tell you. I'll keep it cool. So you need to make up your mind, Libra. Whatever path you choose is okay. It's okay. If you choose not to do it, then that's okay. If you choose to do it, that's okay too. As long as it's not sacrificing animals and worshipping the devil. So I'm going to jump over to a different deck, maybe. Just finish this off. So we are going to move on to Scorpio. Okay, let's say. Scorpio, what do we have for Scorpio? I don't want to hear this. If you are a Scorpio, but is it that Scorpio? I love to timestamp these guys, but the messages are so short that, and yeah. So Scorpio, yeah. Your Scorpio is alone. Lovely. Not in a cold place. Some Scorpios here are dealing with people who are, it's some form of dominance here. Like it could be from the establishment, basically. That it's an abuse of power here, back in the deck. So what Scorpio is working on now is basically trying to balance those energies out. Many Scorpios here wants to dedicate themselves to their greatest passion. Scorpio here, wow, Scorpio, that's incredible. Many Scorpios here are being hunted like witches, basically. I see, and I know, and I recognize this shit. This is an abuse, stressed out. There is unjust. This is unjust. You are dealing with people who, it's my way or the highway, and basically they have the authorities in their back. Emperor, reversed. And so Scorpios now are going through a radical transmutation. And it ain't easy. It ain't easy, sweetie. I know exactly where you are, but you need to know that there is someone out there who loves you very much, and this is a message for those of you who have a pure intention and who is pure of heart. Okay, I'm not talking to Scorpios with, just those crawlers who think that everyone are their enemies and who do not take responsibility for their own. I'm talking to the eagles, to the eagle clan of the Scorpio. those who actually have pure intention, because the most misunderstood star sign or zodiac sign is, in fact, the Scorpio. They tend to do, you know, I stopped associating myself with the sign as I'm pure Libra, Gemini in sidereal. However, when Scorpios give, they give. And when they are in that state of eagle, beautiful eagle flying, you know, helping, guiding people, giving, you know, putting their heart on the sleeve, there are always someone who wants to burn Scorpio on a stick. Because no matter what, these people who are, you know, at some point, Scorpio, this zodiac sign, was also in the stinger state of a stinger. But even after they rise, they go from being, you know, always in this defensive mode and pointing, and to be the villain even when their intentions are as pure as possible. Okay, so people keep stinging and stinging and stinging and stinging here. In reality, there is some of you Scorpios out there who are, you know, you are beautiful and fine as you are. Empress uprights, Two of Cups. So you feel left out in the cold, and it's no wonder, because if we see how people are today, I look around me and I'm like, wow, people like you saw my Caps video. People are bullying one guy in a Christian society because he wears a caps, you know. So no wonder, you know. So Sagittarius, this is for you. Going for a message for Sagittarius. Show me what is it that Sagittarius need to know right now. So Sagittarius, some of you who are born in the end of November all the way up to a certain point in December. I know it's up to 8th of December and even further, you are Ophiuchus, and that is the snake charmer, or the snake carrier, actually. So I don't know why they do not bring that into consideration, but you can always ask me if you want me to do an Ophiuchus read. I don't know a lot about it, but it's apparently the forgotten sign. So let's see. Sagittarius, this is for you. Well, here you are. Things are moving fast forward here. I see someone here releasing the beast within themselves. So if you are having some kind of a schmexual relationship with the Sagittarius here, you're dealing with a beast between the sheets here. And this is just beautiful, you know. This is beautiful. Someone here could be interested in a long-term commitment, and someone here are simply interested in, you know, the fire, you know, the fire. So it's the lovers popping up here. This can go both ways. If it's too much fire, it's gonna dry up. You're gonna be dehydrated, right? So this needs more water, clearly, because this is a warning, Sagittarius. If this situationship does not get any more water, it's going to end in a heartbreak, okay? Enough about that. If you want me to do a little bit more of that, you can always ask. Okay, so Capricorn, do we have any Capricorns left? Soon done, guys. Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know? No, 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 no. No. What is this, Capricorn? I could blame it on the person you're dealing with. Wow, this is a lot of drama. This is a lot of drama. So, who are we fighting here, Capricorn? Over a wedding? Is that it? Is it daddy that is making these decisions? Or are you the big daddy here? Now I'm asking questions because, well, looks like the big mama ain't too easy either, is it? If you're dealing with a Capricorn, and you are, let's say, not from Europe, looks like if you have any wedding plans with the Capricorn here, it seems to be quite turbulent, and the parents, if you wonder about the parents, they will not agree with this. Okay? Well, it's not really going anywhere. It's not really going anywhere. There are also, for some of you, this could be a situation where it's an arranged marriage, because since I have to deal with many people who, you know, I'm coming back for you Indians, guys, people, and girl and women. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not in my hands right now to evaluate that, but it's looking good. So I'll deal with you guys when I'm there. But now I'm here. Okay? So if you are dealing with a Capricorn, you need to know that mama and daddy, they don't want this. I'm not saying it ain't gonna happen, because but the family have a lot of say in this, and there need to be a great sacrifice here, because I see that there is a lot of dedication. Someone here, you know, are cheering for you. But there is also this evaluation from the parent side. I feel like, how they feel, don't you rather want to choose her or him because of they've got a better education, or blah 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 blah, you know? So that's for you, Capricorn. I love the ravens. We are messengers, right? Messengers, yeah. So I love bringing out such awesome messages here. So you might be, look up, you might get a punch in the face. So yeah, so it's time to take action, in fact. So if you've been wondering about, should I confront these parents and defend myself and spend the rest of my life fighting the parents, because but you know what, it's actually very rare that our mothers and papas-in-law are easy to deal with. You know, told you before, I had to smack one in the okay, enough about that situation or that story. So yeah, but obviously mamas don't like card readers, right? With red hair and rastas. So I don't know, would I? Well, one day I'm going to be that nasty stepmama, you know. I have a beautiful girl, and so I might bring the rifle the day she's coming with another girl. Okay, so he's showing up again. So we are on Aquarius right now, actually. I forgot to tell you, but yeah. Looks like there is a situation if you're dealing with Aquarius here. Oh, what can I say? Ouch. That is ouch energy. That's ouch. That hurts. Aquarius. That hurts. That Three of Swords doesn't feel good, and someone here are stepping on your balls, on your tits, or whatever it is talking about. Okay, so this is, yeah. Well, I'll do my best to give out free reads as soon when I don't know. This is recklessness, and. Well, I can ask the moon here, but I can tell you as far that this is not going anywhere. If you're dealing with Cancer, we have Aries here, we have a lot of Earth also. No. That's like no. You're standing tall though. I'll give it to you. Guys, either you're dealing with Aquarius or you are Aquarius, standing tall. It's a wounded warrior here. 9 of Wands, uprights. You can take a good beating, and you can also expect a powerful change. Now let's move to the last sign, Pisces. If you have any Pisces placement, or if you're dealing with a Pisces, then this message might be for you. Okay. Thank you so much for all your likes, guys. I'm sorry I can't sit here. AB, you're Aquarius. Oh, Shiza. Okay. Well, this is Pisces. Just the moment you said it, AB, I'm like, whoa. Yeah, that's a lot of drama, Pisces. Wow. Yeah, well, you need to know, guys, that Mars and Pluto is very close now, according to, maybe I'm wrong, but on my phone, I have this astrology thing. It's more like an astronomy thing, but Mars and Pluto is kind of fucking around right now. Sorry, my French, but it's. I look and I'm very confused because Pluto is right there, which is the underworld, which is nuclear. It's plutonium, for God's sake. And Mars is the warrior god, is like, aha. Try to imagine Aries and Scorpio having a discussion. Yeah, that's explosive. So those energies are affecting all of us in one area, in one way or another. You know, as you can see, my energies are a little bit up there. Yes, I'm Scorpio. I'm ruled by Pluto and fucking Mars. Yes, I'm here. I'm fucking Russell Brand right now. Not that funny, but needless to say, that guy's got a lot of energy. I'm dead soon. My back, this chair, I hate it. Okay, so the magician here, manifesting someone here is manifesting someone for sure. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Someone will. Okay. So we have the Queen of Wands here. Some of you are actually dealing with an Aries, talking about Aries and the Queen of Wands pop. So, okay. Anything else Pisces would love to know? I don't think my Pisces is that interesting, but I feel so fucking Pisces at the same time. It's my and Tim's decanat, you know, and medium coelies. I feel super Pisces actually, but not that distracted. Okay, I am. You know, Pisces, good news. You have the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Queen of Wands, you have the Magician. It's a little bit drama. It's going to go fast forward ahead, and you're learning a lot these days. What can I say? It won't say you have good news coming in for you. And you know what, guys? I just got myself an apartment in Spain today. So, yeah. It's not exactly an apartment, but it's a very big room. It's very pretty and it's very cheap. And so I don't know if that's Piscean thing. It's nothing to do with smoochies and roses and all that stuff. But at least the food there is very cheap. So it's a short-term rental, guys. That means that I'm walking out of this room. I'm bringing my cats with me. Not really, maybe 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. But anyway, yeah. So I haven't really checked your chat, guys, because I'm already fucking distracted as it is. I just watched the sequel June movie. So good. Just wait till you see number 3. Anyway. I don't know what just happened to me. Yeah, so about the free spreads and all that kind of stuff, this chair is killing my ass right now as we speak, the hips or the spine, something like that. And this kind of took my breath away. So thank you, Stark, for always being my cold bucket of water. I think I need a new one, so if you mind. That means you will see some uploads, 1-minute ones, and in the middle of upcoming week I'm out of this room somewhere else, and you will find me in Torrevieja, Costa del Sol. I hope, if everything goes like, it seemed like it's going there. I got thumbs up and all that kind of stuff. This is a good thumbs up, you know. So you know, it's almost too good to be true. So I put Shiva, a picture of Shiva under my bed. So that means that if this goes okay, we will be back on schedule again already from next week and week after that, you know, something in that direction. And it will also, I'll put it also up available for you to book a read, like on some kind of schedule, because now I have to admit to you guys, this is kind of new to me and it's been a little bit messy, like okay, as you can see, messy. So I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for helping me growing this channel. Thank you, Aaron. Maybe this is the 5th dimension, because I don't know what's going on. I feel high, but yeah, it's a strange kind of thing. But yeah, that room is very pretty. I'm so happy. So I have to pack my things. So I love you so much, guys. Please be patient, stick around, hang around. I'll make it available to book for you. And I love you so much. You know, I love you so much. Happy on the fridge side. Shubhratri, namaste. Have a good night. And I'll see you soon again. Love you so much. Yo me te quiero.